Good morning, Ari.
Good morning, Ed.
You're living the dream, so why wouldn't you be? Is there any final thoughts you have?
Something to look forward to is...
What's your goal? Today, I have with me Trudie Power of the Wexford food family. You're very welcome, Trudie.
Thanks, Ed. Very
Thank you.
happy to be here today.
Great. Well, look at Trudie. I suppose the focus of GreenTechHQ and the Innovation Centre is very much on the whole green revolution. However, food plays an enormous part in that in terms of the quality of the food we eat, how sustainable it is, how much it's using the earth without taking advantage of the earth. And so therefore I'd like to talk to you about what is the Wexford food family and why is the Wexford food family?
Okay, first of all, Ed, thanks very much for showing me around the headquarters now for the Innovation Centre here in Enniscorthy. I was absolutely blown away on the walkthrough today and so excited for the future of Enniscorthy, Wexford, New Ross, Gorey, the whole circumference of where innovation is happening on a day-to-day basis by amazing people. The Wexford Food Family has a membership of about 55 people, from startups to one person to your big Irish country meats, your Glambia, Wexford Creamery and all of that. So every day a number of people wake up and they're all entrepreneurs and they go about their day's work into their business and look at the best way to produce sustainable food in the county. Wexford is just so lucky to have that coastline and the best of strawberries, the best of potatoes in the sandy soil, and what we make and what we produce using raw ingredients that have been produced in Wexford and delivered to all the retailers, the coffee shops, the hotels, the restaurants. It's a joy for people that receive the food that's made by the Wexford Food Family members.
Yeah, and what, in terms of, I agree and 100% agree in terms of, I suppose, where we're at in the sunny southeast and the quality of the land we have here, we are very, very lucky. In terms of the benefits of members to be part of the Wexford Food Family, what would be the main benefits of someone joining?
Okay, well, the Wexford Food Family is 11 years old. It's a non-profit. It's run by the members for the members. And when people become a member of the Wexford Food Family, they have a whole catalogue of supports in relation to how they go about doing business and how they promote their business and how to go forward as a business. I myself, Trudies Kitchen, is 23 years old, and if I had a support at that time when I started and I had to find my own way in business and learn a lot. The College of Life is great.
On your own.
On my own. And now I feel that I love supporting and helping new businesses, existing businesses.
It can be a lonely place.
It is a lonely place and it's hard work, and a business owner eats, sleeps and breathes their business from when they wake up to when they go to bed. They don't have free time in their head. But I feel that when I pass on the knowledge that I have, and there's a great board in the Wexford Food Family, Pauline Dunn from Cologne, Scott from Atlantis, John Walsh from Irish Country Meats, Mary from Tasty Parlour, Mark from Wexbury. So we have a great flavour of young, wise, established businesses there to run the board. And the members then have the WhatsApp group, which is the greatest networking since COVID, because we had to reflect back to Zoom and our networking on our WhatsApp. So now we're opening up and we're going to start meeting. We're going to be delighted to be overlooking the River Slaney in the hub and start to have networking events.
And it is a great location in that it's right in the centre of the county. It brings in people from north, south, east and west, and the fact that it's an innovation hub, it probably suits the type of people that it would be coming from the Wexford Food Family as entrepreneurs, needing help and support and mentoring, etc. Tell me, what type of programs or training or events would the Wexford Food Family have run or are currently running?
Okay. Well, the Wexford Food Family had an annual food summit where they would invite guest speakers, and then they would have a show and display of all the products made by the Wexford Food Family as centerpieces on the table. By replacing normal centerpieces of flowers, we would put a display of our beautiful cordials from Clodagh Cordials. All of the ambient products get displayed there, and then we'd have the brochures then for the chill products like the salads, the meats, the rashers, and the yogurts. We'd also do a buffet breakfast on that day, showcasing all the producers, followed by lunch. So that has been very successful, and now we're integrating that back into our plans for 2023 going into 2024. We partake in the Rockin' Food Festival, where we'd have guest speakers from the Wexford food family speaking in the marquees, doing demos and displays. And a lot of the members do Gifted at Christmas. They do the ploughing in Stradbally, and they do a lot of smaller events like the Banner Thangan show, where it's specifically for some of the members to showcase their products there. The members have won numerous awards. We're only literally after having Wild About, they were Supreme Champion of Blasnahairn in 2022. And we have Scoop Gelato, who got a Golden Fork last year in the English Awards. Wexford Preserves, Tom and Laura, they had the best marmalade in the European Championships there last year as well. So we have major accomplishments on a national and worldwide scale with our producers. Cologne Farm have their yogurts on the Dubai Airlines in first class. So we have quality products that are being showcased on an international scale.
Tell me about, I heard about Board Bia and Origin Green. Tell me about that, and it's supposedly to try and get food producers to be sustainable. Tell me about whether you guys have got involved in that, who has, or is it something that's important?
Oh, Board Bia's Origin Green programme is not just important, it's crucial that every business has it. On two levels, one for their sustainability programme and the education on how to go about it, and the other side of it is that you will not get grants going forward without having your Origin Green accreditation. That's for your Board Bia MAP grant and for any grants through Leo Leader. It is the future that you have to have your Origin Green, which is a status that you are in compliance and you're planning and you're thinking about how you do business and what you do with your business on a daily basis. Trudies Kitchen, we have it for the last 3 years. Our submission has gone in for this year. We have 13 members. Some of them have gold status, like Irish Country Meats, Cologne Farm. Pat O'Neill's have it as well. There's a list of 13 on our website that you can check over the list, see who has it. Only last Monday week we had Board Bia who presented to the Wexford Food family exclusively, where we had members who haven't yet registered for Origin Green, and they did the morning course that day. Our Leo in Wexford is giving support to startups in how to register for Origin Green through the mentorship of Siobhan Frayne from Vigilance. So that will take a person who hasn't got it through the criteria how to register for Origin Green, how to set up your ambitious plans where you're going to identify areas, and then you have to meet the criteria and you have to achieve them over a certain length of time. So to have that is crucial. She's been a great support to me for mine and Cologne Farm. So Siobhan Frayne is actively getting people across the line with it, because it is a tough standard to negotiate when you don't have the experience in it. But a lot of businesses are doing it naturally, but they're just not doing the paperwork to follow up. They are buying from sustainable, and all of our suppliers are using recyclable packaging and cardboard for delivering our products. So an awful lot of what Origin Green is about in checking and monitoring and measuring and using sustainable approaches is what people are doing naturally. But they have to do the paperwork to support it.
No, I can understand. Tell me about Wexford Food Family from the point of view of different members that have suddenly now got to know each other and what they're about, and they're in that network, let's call it. In terms of them working together, collaborating, in terms of packaging, in terms of getting into large supermarkets, in terms of marketing or any other thing, what has been happening, or has anything been happening in that regard?
Every day on a daily basis, the networking that's there and the supports from each other. You have big companies that would have gone through the trawl of getting listed with Musgraves or getting listed with Palace Foods or Cisco. So when we ask each other of how we did this, like take for example Trudies Kitchen, we've started doing own brand for BWG, and we had no way of getting it to BWG. So we're piggybacking with Cologne Farm, and they're taking
Good
our
on you.
product every day. We deliver to them, they put it onto their pallet, and they take it for us to...
Fantastic.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
we
great
don't have
example.
that facility
Yeah.
at the moment
Well, that's
until
a
we
great example
until we
of
grow
it.
that
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
You then have the likes of the fruit farms, Greenfield Fruit Farm. You have your strawberries and your blackcurrants, so they're going to go to support the yogurt making, the strawberry vodka. So there's great collaboration there. We use Wexford Preserves red onion relish in some of our products, so we will be linking in that, and the Wexford cheddar cheese. So there's a lot of companies using each other, and in some cases using each other's premises if they have surges or that they don't have specialised equipment, that they're able to go in and maybe pack off something in another company that has a proper packing machine. And it's just, and the same then with a delivery. You can see in the WhatsApp group somebody wanting, anyone going to Cork tomorrow, can they take a box for me?
Wow.
So there's a lot there now of supports for transportation of product from A to B, insights into who would you get to repair a broken down cold room this morning. Within 2 minutes you have about 5 different names.
That's
I need
fantastic.
packaging. What packaging is X, Y and Z? I took the packaging company as from Cologne, and they referenced the guy. He came to me. I now have a whole ready to go range that's gone from being plastic over to cardboard.
Great.
And it's all pre-printed, pre-branded. So we've stepped up our
Yeah.
signature ready to go range by using a company that was done by Cologne.
Yeah.
And a lot of the companies now are dealing with 2 and 3 and 4 places. I had Calor Gasman out only the other day, and I had a €250 credit given to me, and I said, hang on now, Marion Tasty Parlour is next door. So she got her 250 the same day, just by
Great.
me saying,
Yeah,
now you need to give
yeah.
it to her as well.
Yeah.
And like, so we all work and include each other and try our best to support each other. And like financially at the moment, it's just a scary business to be
Yeah,
in
yeah.
with all of the different price increases and energies. So I feel that as a group that we can get better pricing for the group.
Yeah, no, look, that's fantastic, and it's a great examples of collaboration and working together and truly being a family. It's fantastic. Tell me about the role that you've played or are playing, and anyone chairing a committee like that, it's on a volunteer basis, is tough going. And obviously, do you do it for a year or two and hand it over to somebody else, or do you have anyone from a full-time basis, let's say, presiding over or doing the administration for the Wexford Food family?
Well, I started off in the Wexford Food family about 7 years ago as a board member. So I was after seeing the workings of the Wexford Food family for a long time. 2.5 years ago then I was nominated as chairperson. So I took on the role as chairperson, and John Walsh took on the role as treasurer. So we went and set about our way of running the Wexford Food family. So I would literally go by the definition as chairperson and leading and directing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I would be a good leader in a lot of different cases. And I took to investigating what we do, how we do it, and who we do it with. So for the first couple of months, it was a learning curve, and just to see how things went. And then, of course, we had COVID then started
Yeah,
straight away after that. So I felt that it was now more than ever that we needed each other and the support of each other to get through COVID. Even the learnings of the COVID-19 policies to put into place that were set out. And we would have done policies for a lot of the different companies and shared what we had set up for our business across. The whole thing in relation to the Wexford Food family is it needed new direction. So we as a board then went and set about having new directives of what we wanted. I introduced the presidential role, which is an honorary position, where we got a lovely chain designed by Brooks's Jewellers in New Ross. And that was presented then to Fiona and Malcolm and Wildabout for them becoming Supreme Champions of Ireland. So that was great recognition that they brought to the Wexford Food family for that accolade. So we'll now take that chain back and we'll represent it now this year again to another company.
Sounds great.
That
Sounds
has
great.
it. So we then decided that the board was going to be very active in going forward to get through the COVID criteria. So now we've gone through that, and now we're meeting up again, and we're going to be meeting in person going forward. That the meeting and the greeting and the networking is what is crucial for the success of the Wexford Food family. But all members have to be present. It is a membership. So to be a member, you have to be an active member in it, like the golf course. You can't go and get your membership but not play. So what we're doing is we're inviting people now to come back and to come out and meet and greet and to tell us their story and where they're at and is there any place that they need help or assistance. And then we can take that data then and go back to our LEOs and leader and look for funding for mentorship and for the monitoring of businesses in this time at the moment with the high cost of energy. And it's just, everyone is doing what they can for their businesses, but everyone needs that little bit of help and support in the realisation that you're doing a good job.
Yeah. Tell me, did I hear about your, what would I call it, partnership campaign program for Eat Wexford or whatever? What's that about?
Okay, so the partnership that we've brought to the Wexford County Council is that the Wexford Food family are the producers of the best food, not only in Ireland, but we could be recognised as international. So we as producers that are producing in the County of Wexford should be working with and feeding into Taste Wexford, which is your chefs, your hotels, coffee shops, restaurants, everywhere. So I feel that the brand should be strengthened by working together with Taste Wexford, and then to pull in Visit Wexford, which is your coastline, your tourists, what they're doing. So I feel that going forward that all three should be meeting on a regular basis, that we should be discussing the plan and rolling out a plan that's going to be inclusive of all three.
But is there not a partnership program at the moment where you work with supermarkets or restaurants or whatever?
Okay, so we do. We have our supporters club. So our supporters club means that we would work with restaurants and at retail. So the restaurants and food service would need to have 6 members of the Wexford Food family. So that's literally going from your goat's cheese tartlets with Meadowfield into your bacon from Irish Country Meats and from O'Neill's Bacon, your nice drink at the bar from Slaney or the Wexbury, your salads, your yogurts, your cordials. So 6 out of the 55 and you receive the lovely plaque and we will call to your premises and we present it. And now we have started to leave little hampers for their customers for a raffle. So it's engaging and it's interactive.
Great.
Than what it was previously, just giving them a plaque. So now we want to create an event around each presentation of the plaques.
That's great idea.
At retail then, so all the supermarkets, we've got great supermarkets. We have the Peta Group that have been outstanding in their support to local producers, giving them a chance on supermarket shelves. And at that stage then, they need to have 10. And to get 10 out of 55 is very easy. And a lot of the producers that are in the supermarkets are some of the more established. So you have your Wexford Cheddar and all of the brands that people pick up anyhow. But now we want to associate the point of sale material with the Wexford Food family so that people recognise, I know the name Wexford Cheddar says it's been made in Wexford, but there's lots of others. There's Clodagh Cordial, you don't know that's made in Wexford. You have your Wild About, fennel and nettle syrups to go into your nice alcoholic drinks or non-alcoholic drinks on the weekend. So we want to keep all the point of sale material to highlight all of these producers within the supermarket that they're Wexford. We're Wexford, we're made in Wexford, we're delivered fresh and through all sustainable practices.
Sounds really great. Where do you see Wexford Food family in 5 years' time?
Well, I would love to see the Wexford Food family have every single person who is registered with the health board for food or drink production to be a member of the Wexford Food family. At the moment there's 55, but you have lots of other businesses that are out there that are working themselves on their own that could actually come in and be part of this and to share. Everyone has a community engagement and a community spirit. So I feel that the bigger people and the bigger companies should actually, I think your health board registration and your membership of the Wexford Food family should be concurrent. And I reckon there's another 100 businesses that should be part of the network that could come in and benefit. The membership is very little, 195 to 300 euros, depending on the size of your business. So I think it would be very beneficial to have the Wexford Food family as part of your registration to the health boards, and then that we can create a better impact in relation to that every producer is a member.
Yeah.
And then we feed into your Taste Wexford and your Visit Wexford. And I feel that the Leos and the leader will then support the 100 companies to a better scale than what is there at the moment for the funding.
No, it sounds great. Well, look at Trudie. Have you anything else to tell our viewers about what's great about Wexford Food Family, or about Wexford, or about innovation or food innovation, or anything to leave our viewers with before we close today?
Well, innovation of food is on a grand scale at the moment. All the business I'm talking to are coming out of the hibernation of COVID. They've got new products. There's a lot of vegan products being taken to the market.
Yeah.
There's new businesses after setting up and joining the Wexford Food Family during COVID.
Yeah.
So COVID, which on one scale was devastating, on another scale there was new growth. There was new people coming into the food business, leaving their old jobs and starting up new companies. I really feel that the strength of Wexford, we should be the food capital of Ireland. And I think in the future we can be recognised as that.
Okay.
And it takes the membership, it takes the network, and it takes the genuine honesty of people to help each other.
Yeah.
And I feel that there's a whole new presence of people following on from COVID to go into the future. I think the helping hand has really been extended in a lot of cases throughout the last couple of years, and I feel that the future food in Wexford is going to be great. Food and drink. Like
Great.
we're known now for
Yeah.
our drinks as well.
Yeah, well, look, I'm delighted that the Wexford Food Family will be locating in the GreenTechHQ Innovation Centre. You'll be very welcome, and I think it'll be a collaboration that'll work extremely well together. And so thank you for today, and look forward to chatting further about Trudies Kitchen and find out a little bit more about your own business.
Thanks very much, Ed,
thanks,
for the
Trudie.
opportunity today. It was brilliant.
Thank you. Good morning, Ari.
Good morning, Ed.
You're living the dream, so why wouldn't you be? Is there any final thoughts you have?
Something to look forward to.
What's your goal?